Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at this week's pre-orders, and they are live. So I thought I would take you guys through the journey that I went through today, going through the queue system, give you guys my honest opinion on it, and essentially how we worked out. So as we kind of look through this article, we'll just kind of see the queue kind of ticking off in the background, and you guys can get the full experience of my weight in 4x speed. But before we get started, this video is sponsored by CMO Games. More on that later. So Saturday pre-orders. A new era of Warhammer 40,000 begins with Leviathan. It's finally time. After months of in-depth reviews and reveals of awesome miniatures, a new edition of Warhammer 40,000 is ready to hit the tabletop. Warhammer 40,000 Leviathan, pre-order now. Available while stocks last. Limited quantity per order. The launch of the new edition isn't complete without a massive box of miniatures, and Leviathan does not disappoint. In total, you'll get 72 brand new models, split between the Space Marines and Tyranids, from updated Terminators to a state-of-the-art Ballistus Dreadnought to chittering Neurogaunts and the monstrous Screamer Killer. Alongside this mountain of miniatures, the box comes with a special edition hardback Leviathan book containing both the complete contents and the upcoming Warhammer 40,000 core book and the first Narrative Crusade expansion. This heavyweight tome contains all the rules you'll need to play the new edition of Warhammer 40,000, alongside extensive background lore and miniature galleries for every major faction. You'd be forgiven to think that that was everything, but Leviathan also includes a 66-card deck of chapter-approved mission cards, perfect for generating exciting missions for competitive gameplay. A huge sheet of Space Marine insignia transfers. To ensure that as many Warhammer fans as possible can get their hands on this incredible launch box, a queuing system is in place on the Games Workshop web store. Additionally, customers will only be able to purchase a limited number of copies of Leviathan at a time. To celebrate the launch, each copy of Leviathan ordered on Games Workshop's web store will also come with an exclusive pack of 2 double-sided game boards, with one side representing a ruined cityscape while the other depicts a desolate wasteland. These are available while stocks last. If you want to wait and get your copy on launch day from your local Warhammer store, you can pick up a tin of useful tokens containing markers for both battleshock objectives and wounds. Ask staff for details. All of these promotional items are available strictly while stocks last, so get your orders in soon. You can find your nearest Warhammer store with our handy store finder. Leviathan is available now for a 2-week pre-order period, for release on the 24th of June. Don't miss your chance to ring in the new edition with the biggest and best launch box in Warhammer 40,000 history. While everyone is eagerly waiting the launch of Leviathan, it's important to remember that we've still got stacks of exciting things to come from the worlds of Warhammer, and where better to find out about it all than in this month's edition of White Dwarf. So we do have quite a bit of Seraphon made to order, and I do like, once again, the Games Workshop has started specifying if it's metal, plastic, or resin. So we see the old Lord Croak coming back there. We have the Slann Mage Priest in metal, and obviously the new models that have come out recently are substantially better than these, but there are a lot of nostalgic people out there that like to collect the old stuff. And then we have the Saurus Old Blood on Carnosaur, Tehen 1 in metal. This guy is extremely rare. You never see him around. As a chosen prophet of Sotek, Tehen 1's rare red crest marked him for greatness. Much larger than other skinks, he was a powerful warrior who drove the disease-ridden Skaven of Clan Pestilence from Lustria, using a sacrificial dagger to remove the hearts of his enemies as an offering to the serpent god. So pretty cool model right there, and I know a lot of people will be after him. Now a quick message from today's sponsor. CMO Games has been selling Games Workshop products online for over 20 years. They carry the full line of Games Workshop products, including Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, Blood Bowl, paint tools, and more. Almost all Games Workshop products are priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games takes pre-orders for most Games Workshop products released at their earliest date possible. 12:01 a.m. on Saturday, they go live. Most of these pre-order products are also priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games offer free shipping in the US 48 with an order of $50 or more. Their customer service is top-notch, and they ship most orders within 24 hours. Visit CMOGames.com using the affiliate link in the description and let them know that you heard about CMO Games from Warhammer Man. Now, back to the video. So obviously I can't go through the prices and kind of scroll through a Games Workshop site because the queue system is still in effect for now. But I will tell you just basically how it worked out. So essentially you just logged in anytime up until the pre-orders would normally go live, and usually they go live about 5 minutes prior to that. So for me, it's 1 p.m. EST. So if you got in line anytime before that, there was an initial countdown to that 1 p.m. EST, and then after that, the actual queue system went live, and then you would just randomly be generated a position in the queue. It had nothing to do with how long you were waiting at that screen for. Everybody just got a random generation. So as soon as it randomly assigned you a number in line, you essentially got a countdown would start up, and it essentially counted down fairly accurately it was about an hour roughly. As it got towards the end, it was a little bit sketchy. I went down to like 1 minute, then back to 2, then back to 1. But when it was all said and done, the queue system, in my opinion, worked. It worked flawlessly, because the truth is I've had problems in the past trying to buy the things I want, and in this case I did not have any issues whatsoever. So you guys know that I'm always heavily critical of Games Workshop when they're messing up, and I also am the first to pat them on their back when they do something correctly. And we've seen them use the queue system in the past and it has not gone smoothly. I have to say, this time it went extremely smoothly. I had no issues with it whatsoever. I guess the only thing that I would say could be different is I was a little bit worried that I wasn't going to be able to get the limited edition book that I was after. So rather than kind of lollygagging around on the site for the full 10 minutes that you're allocated, I just checked out immediately with the book that I wanted. So I could see how in a rush, somebody might fall for the kind of FOMO and think that those were like some special good deals or something like that. So to me, that felt like a little bit predatory. Also notice, obviously, all of the Seraphon units and everything else that was on the pre-order list was there. I didn't actually check how many copies of Leviathan you were limited to because I already secured mine, and then also the copies for the giveaway. Which reminds me, if you're new to the channel or you've been watching from some time and you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time to subscribe, because we are doing a massive giveaway for the launch of 10th edition, 10,000 subscribers, and just my overall thankfulness for the community and opportunity to give back to you guys. Because obviously I would not be able to build what we have here together without you. So that being said, I just want to kind of walk you through the journey. I'm not sure if most people got in the queue and went through the process. Also in the future, I'm sure we're going to see a similar thing for like large launches and stuff like that. So I figured I would share my experience with you guys, give you my honest opinion. And the truth is, it went off without a hitch. I think Games Workshop finally nailed it on this one. I haven't heard any issues from reputable sources about any kind of supply problems or anything. There's still plenty of copies available. Now, obviously, this pre-order period is going to go on for 2 weeks. So maybe in the next 2 weeks, they will sell out of the regular Leviathan box. But from what I understand and from what I see online, there are tons and tons of these boxes available. It's an amazing deal, and everybody who wants one should be able to get a hold of one. So I just wanted to kind of share my experience with you guys. When it was all said and done, I did spend a couple of hours going through the process to actually get in line and wait in the queue. And then once I was in the queue, it took me about like 1 or 2 minutes to check out and then just be done with it. It was a little bit stressful, but in the end, I got what I wanted. So even if it did waste a little bit extra time for me, I felt like overall it was a success. So my hat's off to Games Workshop on the what appears to be so far flawless launch of the new Leviathan set. The new queue system worked out much better than the queue has worked in the past. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Special thanks to CMO Games for sponsoring the video. Make sure you check them out to save 15%. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm happy I got what I wanted, and I'm out of here.